Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Now y'all, I want to get into Young Thug leak jail videos. Those videos cannot be released unless authority of Fulton County release those jail calls. It can't just come out the street unless somebody gave it to somebody on the streets. No way that man calls, his personal calls, should be on the streets of Atlanta. Now, they already took him out of Atlanta. He's still rapping. He want his cars back. He asking for stuff back. He want his watch back. Ever since Thug been begging for his stuff back, leaked videos been coming out. Now, y'all, that ain't right. Now, who y'all think behind all of that? Just think about what I just said. Educate yourself. Because everything I say is allegedly. But paying attention to what's going on, only people can release that is the DA. And this is your DA. Now let's listen to her right quick.
Regrets? Was it worth all the trouble?
It's always worth the trouble. The reality is, as you know, I have aggressively prosecuted gang violence, and there is no one above or below the law.
Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis says though she did not agree on a deal for a plea with attorneys for Jeffrey Williams, better known as megastar hip-hop artist Young Thug, she's choosing not to publicly voice whether she agrees or disagrees with the sentence. Fulton Superior Court Judge Paige Reese Whitaker.
Sentencing was in the hands of Judge Whitaker.
Handed down after Williams entered a non-negotiated plea in which he pled guilty to every charge he faced in the YSL case, except for two to which he pled nolo contendere, or no contest, which he says is similar to a guilty plea, except when it comes to civil lawsuits. You poured a lot of resources, took a lot of flack on this case.
You shouldn't be the district attorney if you're not willing to take flack. The reality is the world has been caught up with one defendant, but we indicted 28 defendants. 14 of those defendants are now disposed of cases. We have 14 more defendants to go, and so we are going to continue to pursue justice in that case.
Ms. Willis says though Young Thug exited the Fulton County Jail soon after his plea in a car driven by one of his attorneys, he had already done a substantial amount of time in jail while awaiting or going through his trial.
He's been in jail almost 3 years, so that is not a walk in the park.
She says there is room for accountability in the complicated sentence involving 5 years commuted time served, followed by 15 years probation, to be followed by a, quote, backloaded 20-year prison term, which will also be commuted to time served if he successfully completes the probation, which is loaded with lots of special conditions.
Hope springs eternal that he will do well, because if not, he's going to land himself in prison for another 20 years.
The DA says video from gang murder cases unrelated to Williams we reported on last week underscores that gangs are a major driver of crime here.
And this was crazy. Got caught with 2 or 3 sticks in LA. Now I'm trying to figure out where them cases went.
You have to break the court of attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm not. It's me, the horse. Like, I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all heard. One thing I know about it, and it ain't got nothing to lose. You gonna take everybody down with him.
New audio recordings of Young Thug snitching from jail are now going viral. As DJ Academics wrote, Gunna has been sitting on these jail phone recordings for a minute. Now the right time for him to drop them.
Now, you got everybody dogging that man out just because of some phone calls. How in the world can somebody jail phone call be? Those are recorded phone calls, y'all, from the Fulton County jailhouse. Come on, y'all. And they sitting up here making a mockery out of this, not seeing what's going on, and they always saying somebody bringing down the black man. That's what y'all doing. That's what y'all doing. That ain't right. They trying to bring down all our rappers in Atlanta. Thug say what Thug can talk. Y'all talk. Thug can say what he wanna say about anybody. But he ain't do them like y'all saying he did. He talked about them. Y'all talk about each other every day. They don't want to get that man what they owe that man. They need to get that man back his car, his watch, and little baby. Don't let them turn you against him. I know you heard what you heard. You ain't heard no more what he done said. Come on now. Where is Jeffrey Carr? Where is Jeffrey Watch? Y'all don't see what's going on in this deal. Nobody can release those jail calls but the people from the Fulton County Rice Street. Come on, y'all. And this the only man thinking like I am. This the only man thinking the way I'm thinking. Y'all know who behind those leaked videos. Y'all know that.
I'm having an absolute blast. Now, here's the thing. I'm a civilian. And I think rappers don't realize that most civilians don't care about snitching. We really don't care. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I listen to King Von. I listen to... I don't want to... People that I don't care about, I don't even like it. I don't like criminals, but I listen to the music. I'm watching the street right now. They're going through it. Yo, everybody... Yo, they're having crisis management teams trying to figure out... Yo, they're fighting for their lives right now, man. Yo, who's a snitch? Who's not a snitch? It's a snitch off. This is great. Yo, I love when street have to prove them. Like, sure, crash out. Go ahead. If you TCB is looking at all this open, I told y'all Young Thug will go to it. I told y'all. I'm almost willing to bet with any rapper. If they keep Young Thug locked up 6 more months in the conditions he in, he'll tell to get out of jail too. I take full responsibility for, my crimes, for my charges. I want to say sorry to my family. My mom got 11 kids. I can say all the names, managers, my kids, not here. Really, everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry. Just like, and having so much time listening to this, I am a smart guy. I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart. I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad, and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it can end bad, and it could, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again. I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes. Come from nothing, and I made something, and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry.
Murder convictions that never came through.
After months of trying to talk to Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis about the case, R.J. Howell finally got her answer to the questions at the top of many people's minds.
Okay, Ms. Willis, can I grab you for a quick interview to talk about the YSL case coming to a wrap-up really quick?
It's not wrapped up.
It's about to be, though. Can we maybe talk about, you relied heavily on getting those murder convictions in the YSL case, but no one was convicted in this. What's your message to taxpayers who may say that this was a waste of taxpayer money and their time?
What I want to say to you as a reporter, and I want your other reporters to be responsible, is you keep going to defense attorneys who put their children in private schools, in communities that are not our communities, and really don't care about the African American community. What you need to understand is there were 19 convictions. 7 I decided to no profit, mostly because they were doing life sentences on murder. Just yesterday, an affiliate covered a YSL murder of a 21-year-old mother in front of her 2-year-old child. And go look at the statistics. Crime is down. So what taxpayers that I say, what my constituents say who just voted me by 68% is she's doing an amazing job. Stop glorifying violence and stop making it that some victims don't matter, because victims of all races, of all socioeconomic status matter. So stop talking to attorneys that don't live in Fulton at all. They live in safe neighborhoods. Their children go to safe schools.
Respectfully, Ms. Willis, I asked you about the two murder convictions that never came through. What's your message to taxpayers and to the taxpayers that may have
My message to taxpayers is it was an amazing time. We had 19 convictions. The community is safer. We made sure that we got the resolutions we want. If they're unhappy with sentencing, they should elect other judges.
And you also relied heavily on the RICO law that you had
And
too.
I'm going to continue to rely on it because it works, it's effective, and it tells jurors the full message.
But other people may say with the other people that it
other
wasn't
people
effective.
weren't elective as a DA.